Hello and welcome to day number 8 of Blueprints. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much for joining me on day 8 here, which I guess if we're counting by weeks, this is the beginning of week 1. Or sorry, week 2. Well, I guess if you're Ludwig and day 1 is actually day 0 when you're traveling from the southmost tip to the northmost tip of the country of Japan, and you like to call day 1 day 0 for some reason just to confuse everybody involved. I guess I'm Ludwig posting. Anyway, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you should watch Tip to Tip. Listen, we're playing some more Blueprints. Yesterday I made a proclamation. I was like, I'm gonna go all in on choosing to draft new rooms that we've never seen before, and then I was presented with the option to draft a new room and I didn't take it. But then that led us to then see 4 new rooms that we haven't seen before. So I think it was actually a pretty good decision on my part. Wouldn't you agree? Let's take the closet to start. I like starting with items. We got the shoes, the running shoes. Very cool. We'll save some steps here and there. And we got a dice so we can redraw, which again, I think yesterday I did not take advantage of. So I am not learning from my mistakes, it would appear. We'll go hallway. Is a pretty good spot for the hallway to be. I think for the most part in these earlier rooms, probably going to try to play a little bit faster. Just so we can, like, you know, because we've seen a lot of this stuff before. We have our word grid started. We have the words, in fact, for the first 5 ranks. So, yeah, I think, you know, I don't need to, like, linger in the rooms that we've seen a few times at this point. Cool. I do like the den. So let's take the den. We get a free gem from the den. There's a trunk. Do we open the trunk? I think if I only have 1 key, I should not open the trunk. Because that means that we could, unfortunately, not get to open a door. I'll take the observatory early to get another star. We're already at 6 stars now. On day 8, that means most days we've found the observatory. Oh, Diamondus Minor and the twins. I see. So we got 2. Okay, so we got 2 trunks in the entrance hall. And we got a gem? So were the stars just like not in a sequence to make? Oh, because 6 doesn't exist. Next is 7, which is the farmer's apple. 7, 8, and then 9 and 10 don't exist. Okay, I understand. Okay, so now 6 we got a combination of 2 and 4. So we got both the trunks at the front and we got a gem. That's pretty cool. Okay, I like that. So then let's go back through the den. So a sledgehammer allows us to open 3 trunks right now. Something to keep in mind. The walk-in closet. The walk-in closet would kill the run. The spare room lets us keep going. Okay. The chapel also lets us keep going. I have $1. Okay, I'll take the L on losing the $1 here. That's fine. Looks like there's some money over here anyway. Or no, there's a gem. Sometimes the church can give you a gem. Okay. Not the church, the chapel. The chapel. We go north. Reading nook into library, I think, seems okay. We get a guaranteed key. Anything else in here? Not that I can tell. Anything on these bookshelves that I can glean? Not yet. They're pretty well, like, color coordinated, but otherwise, not much I can really tell from those, at least not at the moment. Okay, onwards. So yeah, we can take the library, which goes into the foundation, and then the foundation still lets us go both east and west, which isn't too bad. So let's do that. So we can order a new book. We've gotten both drafting strategy and the pump system user manual. I think I would like to get Swimbird by Marion Marigold, who, again, that's the pen name for Simon's mom, Mary Matthew Jones. So next time we draw the library, we'll get to read Swimbird. I don't think there's anything else in the library that we can snag. Nothing else on the table that we can pick up. So into the foundation we go. I think I'm going to start by maybe going east, make our way down to this corner, and then make our way back up, and we can go west. Ooh, the drafting studio. That's new, and it goes straight. It is 2 gems. Select a new floor plan to permanently add to your estate's draft pool. Yeah, so this itself is a new room, and I think is going to allow us to make other new rooms. There's a calendar. Whoa. Okay, so yeah, Saturday, November 7th was day 1, and we're on day 8, so we're on the 15th right now, right? Is this interactable at all? No, there's this like apple orchard. 4 apples, 4 apples, 5 apples, 2 apples, 4, 5, 2. Maybe just the apples on the tree. 3, 4, 4, 2. Perhaps. Very interesting. And then there's a bunch of apples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 apples on this big tree itself. 3, 4, 4, 2. 3, 4, 4, 2. Okay. November. Day 1. That's where we started. So then we can make a couple of new rooms. In the drafting studio, you will be able to choose a brand new floor plan to permanently add to your draft pool. Permanent changes do not reset each day. Potential new floor plans. The kennel. Each time you dig in a room, unlock all doors in that room. That makes the shovel really good. Will unlock all doors? Okay, that's only if they're... Okay. Solarium, you're more likely to draw unusual and rare rooms while drafting. That sounds cool. Unusual and rare. Clock Tower, tomorrow we'll start with 1 key for each tomorrow room you draft today. Tomorrow you will start with 1 key for each tomorrow room you draft today. I think I like the solarium. Unusual and rare rooms. That sounds fun. Previous plan, next plan. A quaint floral sitting room surrounded entirely by tinted glass panes. This room is ideal for tea in the afternoons or getting some sun without the hassle of going outside. Casa Gem? This is free. Oh, the cost of the rooms. The kennel is a free room. It's just a straight room, too, where the solarium is a dead end and the clock tower is also a dead end. I'd like, actually, that the kennel... Each time you dig in a room, unlock all doors in that room. Interesting. I like the graphic. I doubt there's going to be a dog in here because there's no one left in the manor to take care of a dog. I think I'm still going to go solarium. You've successfully added solarium permanently to your draft pool. Okay. Cool. Some other floor plans in here. I do like that you can spin the globes for the most part. What is this? There's a pawn? Hang on, I have a list of the rooms and the chess pieces they have. So that, what is this? The drafting room? Drafting studio? Drafting studio has a pawn. Okay. Noted. I've got my word grid here still that we're trying to fill in. No new letters yet. No new letters in kind of a long time, in fact. Anyway, we can keep going. Fire and fur in this room also. Is this a floor plan for anything that we... Looks like maybe the dining room, actually. That's the Great Hall, for sure. The Great Hall partitioning plan for Saturday, November 14th. So if we find the Great Hall... Oh, is this the drafting strategy? Oh, this is volume 1. Oh my god, and we've read volume 3, but this is volume 1. Oh my god. Okay, we have some reading to do here in a moment. Is this the room that we're literally in? This is the drafting room. This is a model of the room that we're currently in. That's funny. But okay, this is the floor plan for the Great Hall on Saturday the 14th. That's so funny. So if we find the Great Hall, on Saturday the 14th, which is going to be... Oh, that's already passed. That was for yesterday, right? Day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's today. This is the floor plan for today. Okay. So... I understand. Which way is the way that we come in? Oh, well, okay, so this is probably the door that we, like, leave through, maybe? So the middle door on the right actually goes out. This door here goes that way. And then this room in the corner and this room in the corner could have stuff. But that's if we get the Great Hall and we don't have the, what is it, the foyer, which unlocks all of the rooms. We did get to do that combo one day, which was really cool. Anyway, we have some reading to do here. Volume 1, Drafting Strategy, Architectural Digest, Volume 1, January issue. So we've read Volume 3 already from the library, but this is Volume 1. The Drafting Spectrum, Most Violet Dreams, Indoor Verdure, Orange Passage, Golden Trim, Negative Space, Prismatic Rooms, word from the editor. Okay. The Drafting Spectrum, blueprints are more than just blue. It should come as no surprise that the first color that comes to mind when speaking about blueprints is blue. And while it is true most architectural plans and designs are found on blue paper, it is not the only color on which floor plans are drafted. In fact, originally, they were not blue at all. Hundreds of years ago, the chemicals used to create floor plans caused coated paper to turn black when exposed to light. This raven hue, perhaps more fitting to the reign of Horus, was decidedly more difficult to affix in architects' revision edits to, and so blue was proposed as an ideal replacement, as it had no political ties to any other realms. By the Fourth Era, all floor plans were being printed on blue paper. Over the years, the fear of political connotation deferred to innovation, and the use of colored prints eventually became popular with engineers and architects who used hues as a way to differentiate various types of buildings and rooms. Violet prints, for example, are only used when creating plans for a bedroom, while an orange floor plan will immediately inform a contractor that the print contains designs for a hallway. In this issue of Drafting Strategy, we will explore the different features of each type of floor plan and look at the underlying connections that tie each room to its color. Most violet dreams. The bedroom is often referred to as the heart of the home, and with good reason. It is the place where people can rest during a long day, where they can kick up their feet for a bit and recharge their batteries. Architects always use violet bordered floor plans for bedrooms, and the comforting purple hues encountered while drafting will usually let a wary traveler know they have found a room in which they can rest up. Architects may wish to utilize bedroom strategies if they are the type who love to explore and backtrack frequently. Having an excess of steps usually affords bedroom enthusiasts the mobility to be more carefree with their plans for the day. Okay. Type, bedrooms, color, violet, associated resources, steps, average number of doors, 1 to 2, extra items, likely, synergies, sleeping mask, nursery, and servants' quarters. Okay. We have since turned the nursery into like a plant nursery to give us gems, right? So no longer synergizes with bedrooms, unfortunately. Indoor verdure. Verdure? Da Vinci? Green rooms are a wonderful way to bring the outdoors inside and provide a breath of fresh air for the home. The abundance of plant life, rich soil, and natural resources in these spaces makes them extremely appealing for architects who enjoy gardening and open spaces. These floor plans are extremely synergistic and strategies centered around green will often involve drafting as many of this color as possible. The more green rooms you're able to draft in your house, the more powerful their effects will become. Additionally, these spaces are more likely than other types of rooms to contain piles of dirt for digging. Green rooms associated resource gems. Okay. Average number of doors, 2 to 3. Extra items often. Synergies, most green rooms, shovel, and watering can. We haven't seen the watering can before. Orange Passage, Architectural Digest Guide to Hallways. If the bedroom is the heart of the home, then hallways are the arteries, serving as diverging paths that branch out to connect to different parts of the house and lead visitors to their intended destination. While these orange corridors are often overlooked as one travels through them, they're a vital component of any house. The numerous doors found in each hall provide the means to add more rooms to your house, and the more hallways you have, the less likely you are to draft yourself into a dead end. Hallway strategies are ideal for the architect who prefers more rooms and flexible options for expansion over pure resources. Hallways associated resource keys, average number of doors 3 to 4, extra items rarely, synergies with the foyer, lockpick, kit, and the hall pass. We also have not seen the hall pass before. Golden trim. Shops are an essential part of any large estate, providing a convenient place for the staff and residents to purchase items without having to leave the property. Including at least one of these floor plans in your house will provide you with an outlet for any coins that are found during the day. Strategies that involve generating lots of gold will usually want to draft multiple shop rooms to expand the range of shopping opportunities. These floor plans are bordered with shades of gold, enhancing the sense of luxury and refinement in the shopping experience. Whether it's a quick snack or a high-end fashion item, having a well-placed shop within the estate can greatly enhance the quality of life for the entire household. Associated resource coins, number of doors 2, extra items never for free, and synergizes with the coin purse, coupon book, and vault. Synergies with the vault? Huh? Okay. Negative space. Red rooms are a daring addition to any home, providing a small element of danger that can excite and thrill both residents and visitors. While these rooms come with a certain level of risk, they also offer the potential for substantial returns, as they provide as many doors as they do opportunities. Architects who are willing to take the plunge and draft a red room are often rewarded with a unique and striking space that leaves a lasting impression on those who enter. Just like in life, taking risks can be intimidating, but those who dare to venture outside their comfort zone can reap the greatest rewards. Color red, associated resource, vexation. Average number of doors, 3 to 4. Extra items, seldom. Synergies with the shelter. Tomato soup. And skilled players. Damn, they're really throwing down the gauntlet with that one. Prismatic rooms. You may, or on rare occasions, notice some floor plans that have more than one color in their design. These rooms are unique in that they simultaneously share all the characteristics of each type of room associated with those colors. For example, a floor plan with a violet and gold border would be best described as a bedroom shop, while an orange and green one might contain a corridor of greenery and plants. The aquarium is a very useful multicolored floor plan as it supports all of the color-based strategies listed in this volume. For example, it can give you bonus steps for having a nursery as well as being unlocked for having a foyer. Cool. Maid's chamber, both a red room and a bedroom. Gotcha. Word from the editor. As we reach the end of this volume of Drafting Strategy, we hope you found valuable insights and colorful inspiration for your next architectural project. From the purples of our dreams to the reds of our fears, we believe that no ambition for an architect is too brave, no design is too colorful. To achieve our goals, we must delve deep into this spectrum, drawing upon all colors and ideas of daring merit. At the end of the day, color is just another tool. Some wield it to express their own creativity. Some hoist it up as a display of their own power. Some use it to calculate great sums, but all of us want to find a color we can call our own. Beautiful. God, the writing in this game is so good. Like, you know, none of it is like video gamey. It's all like real. You know what I mean? No disrespect to like video game writing, but like, you know what I mean. Okay, cool. Let's keep going. We spent a long time in here in the drafting studio. So next, okay, we could make the indoor nursery and just forego the 3 spaces down this way that could make rooms, or we could go down that way with a bedroom. I'm going to go down that way with a bedroom. And we still have not ever drafted the nursery. So like, and we've had plenty of opportunities to. It just hasn't come up yet. So I'm hoping that we can keep going south this way. I'll do the gym. We do got to come back through the gymnasium. So we're going to lose a decent amount of steps from this. But I think I just tank that. And hopefully we'll find some food later. Would be nice to save the East Wing Hall, but this guarantees us at least one more room. So again, I'll take that down here as well. There's another hat and an umbrella and whatever this is. I don't think I've seen the East Wing Hall in a minute, actually. And then last but not least, the solarium. Now, we do only have 1 gem left, but like, it's a new room. I'm gonna make it, and it's a good dead end room too. There's a hat. Mr. Nagala? Anne wanted me to remind you once again that it is expected of you to keep the grass in the cloister cut and the trees trimmed. I have a feeling you may have forgotten how to open the cloister wall again, so to save you some stern words, I decided to draw you a little diagram to help you out. Who knows, maybe this time it will stick. Sympathetically, Bridget. Damn, Bridget's pissed. Cloister grounds access. While face to face with the angel, press the base of the 2 pillars on either side of you. Okay, so you can lower the wall in the cloister. Cool. While face to face with the angel, press the base of the 2 pillars. Okay. Very cool. There's a hat. There's potentially a game. There's a pawn. There's a pawn. Hang on, I need to add the solarium to the list of rooms that have pawns. Solarium. Okay. Alright. We don't have the shovel. Green, gray, white. Or sorry, green, gray, yellow, green, yellow. Oh? Green? 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 Reset. Green, 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 green? Reset. Green. Oh. Green, 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 green. Oh my god. You've been rewarded an allowance token. Your allowance has been permanently raised by 2. My allowance? Permanently raised by 2. How do I get an allowance? Is that like when I get money in the mail from my dad? Whoa. There's a hat. There's some dirt if we manage to come back here with a shovel, but this is kind of far away for just a single dirt pile, but I guess you never know. Okay. Cool. Well, I mean, we made it part of the pool and then we drafted it immediately. Let's actually take a look at... Okay, so there's still a bunch of blue rooms. Bunch of blue rooms, oh my god, that we've never seen before. Yeah, and then obviously room 46. Is there really... Is 3... Oof. 9... 13... 14, and then room 46. Okay, so there's 14 blue rooms that we still have never seen. There's 4 bedrooms still. We've seen all the hallways. There's 3 green rooms. The solarium isn't even part of this, actually. Okay. Still 5 shops. We've seen all the red rooms. Oh! Studio additions. There's the solarium. Okay, so there's like the base rooms and then some additions. And then we know what other, there is the kennel and the clock tower, right? For additions. I wonder how many additions there are total. So every time we can make the drafting studio, we should to add a new room to the pool. Okay. All right. Again, we're going to take a hit on some steps from the gymnasium here. It is what it is. We'll make those back at some point, I hope. And then also, today is November 14th. This is the floor plan for the Great Hall. If we ever draft the Great Hall, this is what it's going to look like. Okay. Noted. There's a very detailed paper model of a safe. You're telling me. Why did it let me look at that? If I had the magnifying glass, could I zoom in on this? Oh, maybe. Oh, maybe. Okay. Okay. All right, we're going west from the foundation. That's our only way we can go at the moment. I don't have any gems, and I only have one key. I don't have the no, I have the running shoes, which again could potentially save us some steps. The cloister I cannot make, unfortunately. So we can go. I don't want to do the maid's chamber, and we've made it before, so I don't feel bad about skipping it anymore. That was nice about the day that we had yesterday. Is there was a bunch of like undesirable red rooms that we made for the first time. The garage? I don't have a gem. You piece. And then if I don't want the run to die, I need to re-roll. Okay, I'll re-roll. We got the aquarium. I still can't afford it. Well, we go coat check. We check our running shoes. And we call it a day, I guess. 104. Okay. Select an item to check. Running shoes. Not responsible for content of garments or articles left overnight. Running shoes has been checked. You can retrieve this item on any day you have a coat check in your house. Okay. You already have an item checked. Please retrieve it before checking in another. Okay. Cool. Alright, we checked our shoes. And we dead-ended yet again, folks, right? There's nowhere else for us to go today. I mean, we made the drafting studio, and we made the solarium, and we also got a permanent upgrade from doing the game that I think I figured out. I did just kind of click until stuff happened, but whatever. We take those sometimes. Is there anything else that I can do today? Oh, do I have a key, and there are some trunks. Oh, I should have maybe. There's an argument for opening trunks. Okay, well, I forgot that we got some trunks in from the observatory. We got some trunks in the main room, or in the entrance hall rather. So we can go back to the den. We also ordered a book for the next time that we make the library. Spare room into den. Okay, so we can open this first, see if it gives us anything. Some more dice and some money. Yeah, that would have been nice to have earlier. And then I don't have a key anymore to open these. That's twice now that these have basically gone to waste. Which is my bad. Okay. Well, gang, I think that's going to do it for today. Thanks so much for hanging out. I'm not going to walk around outside for a while just to see if there's anything new outside. I mean, there is actually, hang on. Now that I think of it, there was like we got like a code that maybe we could use on the padlock for the orchard. I think it's 1128. And then I mentioned before that there was a plushie. Yeah, there's a plushie of Swimbird in our tent, which is very cute. But yeah, if we go up to the orchard here. Okay, so there was a tree that has since been chopped down, and I thought there were like initials with a heart around them. But then when we used the magnifying glass, I found that instead it said 1128. So let's try on this padlock 1128. Oh my god, it worked. Hang on, we're in business, folks. We opened the padlock for the orchard. The apple orchard has been permanently unlocked and added to your campsite. Starting tomorrow, you will start each new day with an extra 20 steps. No way. That's a huge up. So today is just the day of getting permanent upgrades. Today is the day of making our future runs even better. Plus 20 steps, dude? That's so many steps. What? Those do mean something? Oh my god, it's Animal Well. There's 4 flames that we gotta turn on. You gotta be, there's a sundial. You gotta be kidding me. Apple. Imagine if you could just like pick these. I can't get over it. Can I turn it the other way to turn that flame off? Yes. Okay. That's unreal. And then what's in here? Gardener's Logbook, April 10th, 1992. That's like a year ago? Oh, it's Robert Nog. We just learned about that guy's last name. When I first came on the estate in the capacity of the new groundskeeper, I was a little dismayed to find that my predecessor had kept no notes, no logbook, and no record of any kind regarding the various gardens and green rooms of the house under his care. As a result of this improvidence, in the first few months of my post, I suffered a number of embarrassing professional blunders that I believe could have been avoided with even a few scraps of imparting wisdom from the previous groundsman. To that end, I will make an effort to make some record of my dealings on the estate, in as much as it pertains to horticulture and general tomfoolery. From Robert Nogula. Among my many commissioned duties, I have been tasked with the conservation and oversight of Mount Holly's alluring grounds. My domain stretches from gate to gate and encompasses the apple orchard, entrance drive, and east yard. Fortunately for my workload, and maintenance of the west grounds has not been a priority since Lady Epson's death and the ensuing closure of the west wing. Nevertheless, I take some pride in my work, so I still endeavor to brush the west path weekly, even if none but myself take notice. In addition to maintaining the grounds, there are 8 green rooms within the house that require some level of upkeep and light groundskeeping. The majority of these, I discovered, are only draftable on the perimeter of the house along the east and west wings. The terrace, patio, veranda, morning room, greenhouse, and secret garden all fall within this category. The terrace, patio, veranda, morning room, greenhouse, and secret garden can all only be drafted along the west and east wings. So they gotta be like along the outside, basically. They cannot be indoors. The way that the cloister could be indoors. Okay. And yeah, like indoor, like in the middle, I guess. But okay. So green rooms can mostly only be drafted like along the walls. Okay. So then, okay. Some of them are dead ends though, but some of them do let you like keep like pass basically, but some of them are dead ends. Okay. Whoa. Barren ground. One of the first tasks I undertook as groundskeeper was to conduct a survey of the various plots of soil underneath each slot on both the east and west wings of the house, and while I have preferred a full survey of all 45 plots of the house, it was clear that the inconvenience It was clear that the inconvenience such an undertaking would produce was in no way worth the extra data, especially considering the rooms would benefit from the survey only ever appear. The rooms that would benefit from the survey would only ever appear in the wings. I understand. To quantify soil quality, I measured the soil's capacity to support crop growth and maximize the promise of high yields. The survey ended up taking 2 weeks due to some difficulty reaching the higher ranks, but the project was well worth the effort. As suspected, the room position has a direct relationship to the amount of fruit spread from the gardens and the amount of flowers that can bloom in a greenhouse. Okay. The East Wing in general just seems to be more fertile. The room position has a direct relationship to the amount of fruit spread from gardens. Fruit spread, and spread is okay. And the amount of flowers that can bloom in a greenhouse. Okay. And flowers blooming in a greenhouse. I don't think I've encountered flowers as a mechanic yet, but I've like seen them written about. Smudge pots. A few years ago, the Baron made the long overdue decision to switch from gas lighting to electrical power. The installation of the new system was a substantial undertaking, as almost every room in the house had to be equipped with new fixtures and wiring. Thankfully, these renovations did not extend beyond the mansion's interior, and all the lamps and equipment used outside of the house are still connected and powered by gas line, including but not limited to the orchard's smudge pots. The smudge pots found among the apple trees here in the orchard are a critical necessity thanks to the cold temperatures and high altitude of the estate. These gas-burning stack heaters prevent frost and should be kept on during the winter months to ensure a daily yield of apples. When the smudge pots are not in use, the orchard's gas line should be turned off to conserve resources for the estate's other gas-powered machinery and appliances. Gas line valve. So is that what we turned on to like light that fire earlier? After a few months of idleness, I finally have a new cause to champion, and I have submitted a request for a change of scenery. Specifically, I would like to replace the statue of Arinda currently in the cloister with the much more appropriate angel Rinna. After all, as beautiful as the statue is, shouldn't the greenery of Mount Holly be governed by the paragon of gardening? Though amused, I do not think Anne took the request too seriously, though she did humor me and listen to me rave and pontificate on the subject for the better part of our lunch yesterday. And she wonders why I avoid tending the cloister. Truth be told, I have forgotten how to access the inner garth and am too scared of chastisement to probe for the particulars for a third time. That's so funny that we just learned how to do this, and then this is the day that we get into the orchard. My best rendition, pretty good considering I have only ever seen Rinna's depiction in the chapel. Oh, Rinna is one of the, like in the, like the stained glass? Stained glass? Okay, interesting. And then Rinna would have a number. So they're all of those angels are like named and numbered? And that's it. This is crazy. So there are some squares along the east and west wing that are better for green rooms that bear fruit and flowers. And in general, the east wing seems to just be better for green rooms in general. Wow. Interesting. So we just put the solarium in the bottom corner, which has poor soil. Okay. April 10th, 1992 until, I mean, he never finished, I guess. Robert Nogula was the new groundskeeper. Okay. Is there anything else in here? Yeah? I mean, what is that? I can't pick it up. Whatever it is. What the hell? What is that? It's like is it a tiny crown? Or is it, like, if I look at it this way, it's like a tiny chair or something, like a stool. If I look at it this way, it's a tiny crown, kind of. I have no idea. Is there anything else? I can't believe that was just hidden back there. What is that? Is there anything in these pots? Not as far as I can tell. I don't think some, they're broken, in fact. Wow, okay, cool. I'm glad I remembered that we had that code for the padlock for the orchard. And now, starting tomorrow, we're gonna have plus 20 steps. That's so many extra steps. Unreal. There's a sundial. So these things are for keeping the frost off of the apples. Okay. And it's currently November, so it's like about to be winter. It's about to be winter. I wonder if the seasons actually change in this game or not. But we've permanently opened the orchard. Unreal. That's so cool. Okay, well, I feel like we're making steady, gradual progress. Still don't know how to open that. I don't even know if we can open this gate over here. Maybe. Maybe not. This feels like more of a wall, but maybe, genuinely, maybe this opens at some point. I have no idea. I don't know, like, what the scale of this game is. I've only really heard that, like I was talking to okay, if you're playing this game yourself, if you're at like a similar point in this game as me, and for some reason you're also watching this, spoilers are kind of what I would maybe consider. I was talking to a friend of mine about their progress in this game, and they were like, I made it to room 46, and they said, and I quote, "Now I'm trying to get back." And I was like, get back? What do you mean get back? Anyway, I was like, what are you, the Beatles? Get back. Anyway, so I assume eventually this is going to open and we can go that way and cross that bridge. And then this is the craziest part of today, is that we lit a flame over here. We lit this flame. Can I interact with this at all? No, but there's blue fire. I don't know. I mean, now I'm like, okay, so obviously we gotta light all 4 of these. Not obviously. Nothing is obvious, but, you know, I am assuming. It's so funny. Animal Well also had like four things that you needed to light. Animal Well is also a really good game. Anyway. Like, can I go down there at some point? We have the foundation, and we know the foundation goes down. I'm losing my goddamn mind about this game constantly. What a good game. Thank you so much for hanging out and watching. There's also over this way. There's this tunnel with all those boxes. I think I saw a spoiler about that. Anyway. This is boarded off. Oh my god, there's so many things. Yeah, thank you so much for hanging out and watching this. I'll see you again tomorrow for day 9. I think all things considered. Oh yeah, we can make a wish. Forgot. I guess any time that we have steps remaining and we have money, we should probably be making a wish, huh? If I can think to do that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a day. If you're new here, feel free to consider oh my god, I can't speak today. If you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of blueprints in the comments down below. We made a charming cottage today. Not a very big house, but that's alright. Again, we had some more discoveries. I mean, we had some in the solarium. Seeing the solarium was cool, but then also, again, finally unlocking the orchard. And then tomorrow, we're going to have plus 20 steps to work with, which is very cool. So I hope to see you back here for tomorrow, again, day 9 of Blueprints. Thanks again for watching. Have yourself a great day. Take care.